Nothing, set your priorities right. Right now, it's not important for you to be a regular when it comes to soapies and YouTube things that are not related to school. You will have that time when you go for your breaks, your semester breaks. Right now, what is important? School is more important than your relationship with your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Social time, you have to make sure that you are very disciplined. If you are going out for 2 hours, let it be 2 hours, because this time is not going to come back. Give it your best.
Alrighty, welcome back to it. Welcome back to the channel. And you know, on this channel, we talk everything that relates to student and career development. And while at it, please make sure that you subscribe, like the video and stuff like that, you know. And this is just to help the channel grow so that the channel can actually reach a lot of people. So what are we talking about today? So today, you know, the year is about to start. I mean, the year has already started, but what I mean by that is that the academic year is about to start for many institutions of higher learning, that is universities and colleges and stuff like that. And what that means is that they will be welcoming their first years or their new entrance student, they call them, you know. So today we're going to be talking about that. So what advice can you give to a first year student? Or what message can you relate or can you relay to somebody who's going to be going to either university for the first time or college for the first time? So please comment down below about any advices that you have. So from me, what can I say? I think for me it's two, you know. I mean, there are many advices and there are many things to talk about, and probably we're going to talk about those things in other videos. But for now, there is two from me. The first one is, if you're a first year student, please, and a very big please, ask for help. I'm begging you. And the reason for this is that, you know, I've been dealing with first year students for a while, you know, as a lecturer, and I started to see certain patterns. And also I've been a first year student as well, so you get what I'm saying, I kind of know what I'm talking about. So a lot of first year students, they come to varsity or they come to college, and maybe, you know, in most cases, I mean, these are students who were actually the best students in their matric. That is, they have some distinctions and, you know, and some good marks, you know. And now when they get to university, for some reason, maybe it's because it's a new environment, maybe it's because some of them are shy, maybe it's because some of them, they take time to transition and stuff like that, but they seem, a lot of first years seem to not ask for help when they need help. You know, someone is struggling with their studies, they're struggling, you know, maybe they're failing some tests and stuff, but they're not asking for help. And when I look into it, I'm like, the reason for this is because these students, they've been the top students at high school. So meaning that in high school, maybe they never asked for help. So now at university, most of them, they're asking for help for the first time, so which becomes very difficult for them to do. So my advice is that ask for help. If you are struggling on something, if you need something, please ask for help. Like, don't think about what people are going to say. I know some people have, you know, they start overthinking about it to be like, is my English okay? Is my, you know, what will people say? You know, hey. This is your future. You know, this is your future. So make sure it counts and ask for help at that moment in time. I mean, if you're in class and you don't understand, don't leave it there and be like, no, I'm gonna get it. You know, I know it's me. I know I've always understood these things and stuff like that. No, it doesn't work like that anymore. You know, here at varsity or at college, if you actually have a problem on something, don't spend too much time trying to sort it out. Because a lot of first years will be like, I know, yeah, again, man, you know, I'm going to get this. And then, you get what I'm saying? And then they spend a lot of time on one problem. And what then happens in that process? Then the other courses now, they start coming back. And now all of a sudden you have a high overload of work and stuff like that. So, you know, please ask for help and don't isolate yourself. You know, don't isolate yourself. you know, don't, you know, make friends with your classmates, be in touch with your classmates or your restmates, like just be in touch with people. Because if you isolate yourself, then even when you're struggling, people want to know, or you won't ask for help, because you're already in a mode of isolation. You think you are the one who's going through that alone. You think, oh, I'm the one who's failing. Oh, I'm the one who doesn't understand. I always say this, as a first year, whatever that, you know, distinctions that you've got in high school, please forget about that. Just forget. Because most of the time, the first years are actually, they dwell too much on that, and it sort of blocks them to, you know, to move on and to start to, you know, to do things, you know, in the university space. So please just forget about that. Yes, you did well, and we are congratulating you for that. You've worked so hard to be at university. But now that you're at university, please make sure that you ask for help. Just forget about that. You're starting over. You know, it's a new standard. It's a new standard of doing things and stuff like that. Ask questions. You know, and then also that goes with your lectures. Make sure that you consult with your lectures. Like, make sure that when you don't understand what your lecturers are saying, go for consultation. So a consultation is when you meet the lecturer one-on-one, and then maybe you tell the lecturer about the problems that you have, the things that you don't understand and stuff like that. Then the lecturer is able to explain those things to you one-on-one and stuff like that. The second thing that I would advise a first year to do is, please, if you can, join a student society. There are many student societies at varsity and even at colleges, and different institutions have different names for them. Some institutions, they will call them clubs. Some varsities, they call them societies. Some, they call them, you know, student organizations, whatever it is called. So please make sure you join them, because that will help you a lot. You know, for example, with me, I'm a member of the Zion Christian Church. So when I came to varsity, I joined the Zion Christian Church Student Fellowship. And, you know, it has helped me a lot. It has helped me to adjust to university, because in a student society, number one, like, for example, in this case, it's a CC society. So it has helped me to, you know, if these are people who you share a common background with, you get what I'm saying? So it's easier for you to relate with them. It's easier for you to ask them help and so forth and so on. So please just join. You get what I'm saying? So you're going to get all these benefits. And a lot of societies, they have programs, you know, within the society. You know, they have mentorship programs, especially for first years and stuff. So that's why it's important for first years to join. You know, even if they don't have mentorship programs, but one thing is that when you are in the society, you meet people. You know, it's an opportunity, or it's a platform to meet people. You get what I'm saying? You meet other first years as well, and also you also meet senior students in that society who are doing what you're doing. Then you are able to ask for help. The other thing is that a student society actually gives you some sort of a sense of belonging, if I can say. This is very much important in university, because you're a social being, you're a human being, which makes you a social being. You get what I'm saying? You want to be part of a group, you want to be part of a people. You get what I'm saying? So if you find a society of people who actually are common to you, then you can join them. And, you know, I mean, there are many societies, you know, there are religious societies, there are political societies. Like if you are the politics kind of a person, you can join them. Then there are ethnic societies. For example, where I am, there is a Zulu society, there is a Pedi society, there is a Venda society. It's called Maitazitoa, if I'm correct, and stuff like that. So there is also Mpumalanga Student Association and stuff. So you will just actually identify which one speaks to you. You know, I mean, you know yourself and you know your background, you know. So if maybe you're from Mpumalanga, you'll join the Mpumalanga Student Association. If you're a Zulu, maybe you'll join a Zulu Student Association and stuff like that. Then you meet your fellow people, you know, and stuff like that. It helps, you know. But nevertheless, I mean, even if you don't join student societies, but, you know, just be active, you know, on campus. You know, by active, I mean, like, yeah, you know, meet people, participate in 1 or 2 events, especially maybe with dress and stuff like that, because that's when it actually allows you to know people, and that's where you're able to network with people. That's very much important, because then you are able to know people, then you are able, if you have issues, where to go and stuff like that. So that is 2 for me. But then I have Melita Mokale. Oh, let me say this right. Dr. Melita Mokale. So Dr. Melita Mokale is an epidemiologist. She just earned a PhD, like, po. So proud of her. So, but the video, as you'll see, we have shot it actually some while back. So at the time she was still doing her master's. But now she has a PhD. So, yep. So here's Dr. Melita Mokale with with advice for first years. Take a listen. The person that you're seeing here, her name is Melita Mokale, and Melita, she's making boss moves. Melita has 2 masterses. I mean, have you ever heard of this before? So she has 2 masterses. She has a master's in applied microbiology, and she also has a master's in epidemiology and biostatistics from VETS, and she's currently doing a PhD in public health in cancer epidemiology. So Melita is from Botswana, so all the Tswanas hala. Yeah, so she's from Botswana. So she was also previously a lecturer. She was a lecturer at the University of Botswana, and then she was also a teaching assistant at the Botswana International University of Science and Technology. So the very perfect person for this segment. So I know, Mel, that you've done your first year a long time ago. When did you do your first year?
It was 2005.
2005?
Yes. It's been a while.
I was still in primary, I think.
Yeah,
2005.
2005.
Yeah, but I think I was old enough. Yeah, and everything like that. So how was your first year? How was first year for you, and what were your, when we come to varsity, we have a certain picture of what first year should look like. So how was it for you? Did you have maybe a picture for how first year would look like for you? And did that picture sustain?
Yo. First year was a lot, guys. What I expected and what was on the ground, 2 totally different things.
Yeah.
So it was a shock, cultural shock. You are away from home.
Yeah.
You have people who are from all walks of life, different religions, different cultures. It was too much. And we had this math class from 7 every, I think, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It was a lot. You have to, nobody's going to drag you if you can't read. You have to be there on time. I had these long labs, 3 to 6, at least 3 times a week. It was a lot. It was a lot, but I would say I survived. Here I am.
Any challenges that you have encountered, especially in first year?
In first year, the discipline to do things without people saying you need to get this done. The other thing, you try and manage time. Well, in actual fact, you should be managing yourself. Time was a problem. You have tons and tons of things to do. Deadlines are looming. You haven't done a thing. So those are the 2 main things. The other thing is your social life suffers. We think it's all books. So it becomes a problem. Those were the 3 things.
So coming from these challenges, like hypothetically, let's say that I was a first year. What advice can you give to me as a first year who's maybe still wandering around and still not finding myself?
Okay, first thing, congratulations. You made it to life.
Thank you.
You are here. You are here because you deserve to be here. You qualified to be here. This might look a different way, but there's still time to make things work. That is the first thing. Well done. The second thing, make sure that you do your part. The lecturers are there to help you. We have all sorts of resources. In YouTube, there are so many videos.
Things,
The books are out there. Don't limit yourself. You are in class with other human beings. Try and interact with each other, learn from others, and be teachable. Absorb as much as you possibly can. Second, third thing, be very honest with yourself. If you are lagging behind, you are lagging behind. If you don't grasp the concept, you haven't got it, go and ask for help, consult, read more, and put in the work. The other thing, set your priorities right. Right now, it's not important for you to be a regular when it comes to soapies and YouTube things that are not related to school. You will have that time when you go for your breaks, your semester breaks. Right now, what is important? School is more important than your relationship with your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Social time, you have to make sure that you are very disciplined. If you are going out for 2 hours, let it be 2 hours, because this time is not going to come back. Give it your best.
So yeah, no, that was Mel, guys. And how do you sign out?
Peace out. You have what it takes. It's nothing difficult. It's not rocket science. Don't be too hard on yourself, but do the work. You will be fine.
So guys, you've heard it from an epidemiologist. That's great. Thank you, Mel.
You're welcome.